All right, let's talk about something that is blowing up everywhere: red light therapy. You've probably seen it. It's being pushed for, everything from flawless skin to making you recover like a superhero. But what's the real deal behind that red glow? Is it hype or is there something to it? Let's dig in.
So you've seen the ads, right? The Instagram influencers, the wellness gurus, they're all promising this miracle cure from a glowing red panel. But let's be real. Is it just another expensive gadget? Or is there some actual solid science behind it? We're going to cut right through all that marketing noise and see what the research really has to say.
Okay, first things first, the science. Before we can even start to talk about whether it works, we've got to understand what's actually going on inside your body. How on earth can a little bit of light do anything? So it basically boils down to a simple four-step process. You've got this special kind of red and near-infrared light. It actually goes through your skin and gets soaked up by your cells. And once it's in there, it hones in on something called the mitochondria. This whole process fires them up, they start producing more energy, and that kicks off a whole cellular repair party. The best way to think about it is this. Imagine your cells have these tiny little batteries in them, right? Well, red light is like the perfect specialized charger that just plugs right in and gives them a massive power boost. And that right there is the whole secret. These little powerhouses, the mitochondria, they create this energy molecule called ATP. And ATP is, it's the fuel for literally everything your body does, from healing a paper cut to lifting a weight. So what red light therapy does is it just gives your mitochondria a little nudge, you know? It helps them pump out more of that crucial ATP. So here's the bottom line. This isn't some kind of magic wand. It's just about firing up your body's own natural systems for energy and repair. And it doesn't stop with just energy. No way. This one little spark sets off a whole chain reaction of good stuff. For one, it helps dial down oxidative stress. You can think of that as like the cellular rust that happens as we age. It also gets your blood flowing better. And this one is a biggie for skin. It tells these special cells to start making more collagen. Okay, so that's the science, but what does that mean for you in the real world? Let's get into the actual benefits, starting with the stuff that has the most solid scientific proof behind it. Let's start with skin because the evidence here is really, really strong. By ramping up that collagen production and getting blood moving, studies show it can actually reduce wrinkles, make skin feel more elastic, and even help with sun damage. But what's maybe even more impressive is how it speeds up wound healing. A big meta-analysis just this year in 2024 showed it significantly helped heal chronic diabetic ulcers, and believe me, those are incredibly tough to treat. And the other area where the science is rock solid? Pain and inflammation. You've got tons of studies showing it can genuinely reduce pain for things like osteoarthritis, tendinitis, even that nagging chronic back pain. So if you're someone who deals with pain every single day, this could be a really helpful tool to add to your arsenal, a way to maybe get some relief and move a little better without reaching for another pill.
All right, so that's what we know for sure. But here's where it gets really interesting. The stuff that's on the cutting edge. Let's look at what's emerging, the areas that are super promising, even if the final verdict isn't in just yet. So the two big ones popping up are muscle recovery and hair growth. For all you athletes out there, the hope is that it could help with soreness and get you back in the game faster. The evidence so far, it's kind of mixed. It really seems to depend on getting the dose and timing just right. It's like a Goldilocks situation. Too little or too much doesn't work. Now for hair growth, the story is a bit clearer. The evidence is definitely getting stronger, especially for that common pattern hair loss. One big review found there's moderate certainty it can help with hair density. But we have to pump the brakes a little bit. This quote here is a huge reality check. It's from a massive 2023 umbrella review. That's a study of other studies. So it's like the highest level of scientific evidence you can get. And what did it find? It said that while there are a lot of positive associations, notice the wording, none of the benefits have reached that high certainty gold standard yet. It's a really important reminder to stay hopeful, for sure, but also to be skeptical of those crazy, over-the-top claims you see online. So, keeping that dose of healthy skepticism, let's do some myth busting. It's time to separate what's real from what's just clever marketing.
Okay, let's get really clear on this. Despite what you might hear, there is zero strong evidence that red light therapy will magically burn fat. Nope, it is absolutely not a replacement for exercise. And while it can be a tool for well-being, it is not a cure for depression or any major diseases. And one more big one, it doesn't boost your vitamin D. You need UV light for that, and this isn't UV light, which, by the way, is a good thing. That's what makes it safe. So we've gone through the science, the hype, the myths. What's the bottom line here? Who is this actually for? Who might want to give it a shot?
Think of this as your cheat sheet. If you're considering red light therapy, the most solid, evidence-backed uses right now fall into a few categories: skin rejuvenation and helping tissues heal, managing chronic pain, and then, with the little asterisk, possibly as a helper for athletic recovery or certain types of hair thinning. That's where the science is pointing right now.
And the really great news through all of this is that it's considered very, very safe. Remember, it's not UV light, so you're not going to get a sunburn, and there's no skin cancer risk. The worst you might feel is a little warmth on your skin or maybe some temporary eye strain. But obviously, you've got to follow the instructions that come with your device. And hey, if you're someone who is sensitive to light, it's always a good idea to chat with your doctor first.
Look, red light therapy is a genuinely fascinating area of science, and it's changing all the time. It's definitely not the miracle cure-all that some people sell it as, but it is a legitimate tool for some very specific things, and it really makes you wonder, right? As the science keeps pushing forward, what else are we going to discover that we can do with the simple power of light? What's next?